On today's edition of the Holy Canadian Grail, we have yet another video of my 1994 Casablanca Canadian Commodore Vanderbilt. Yes, that is for those that don't know. Yes, that is the name of this thing. That it actually is the name of this thing, Canadian Commodore Vanderbilt. Assumingly, and probably pretty obviously, a Canadian exclusive version of the Commodore Vanderbilt with some interesting quirks with our version of it. Like I just said, this fan's from 1984, and no, I didn't look back on previous videos to see what day it was manufactured. So I only thought of that right now, because of course I did. Um, yeah, as you can clearly see, well, you can't clearly see the fan yet, but you can see the fan came in its original box, which I was very happy to get. Um, this fan came from British Columbia, a neighborly province over. Um, it was previously listed on Facebook Marketplace for, I kid you not, $10. It was previously $20, but the seller had reduced the price to $10 because no one had bought it. I think it was on. I think it was on the marketplace for a few weeks by at that point. Yeah, it was just I just decided one random July 9th day to look through Facebook Marketplace and yeah, I was looking through like the BC side of Marketplace just to see what was on there and I discovered this thing and I knew right at that moment that I'd have to do anything in my power to be able to achieve this fan because finding any Casablanca in Canada, especially let alone a legacy Casablanca version, let alone an ornate Casablanca, let alone a Commodore Vanderbilt, and for the fourth time now, let alone a legacy Casablanca Commodore Vanderbilt, a Canadian version. This had to be here. Um, now, to my knowledge, this is the only Canadian Commodore Vanderbilt on the internet, like that's been recorded on the internet. I don't even know if anyone else knows that there is a Canadian version of it. I have no idea, but I'll find that out later if other people find this video. But yeah, I got the box here. A little beat up, but still in one piece nonetheless. You can still see it says Casablanca Fan Company, an investment in quality. And the printing is still on there. It's still held up. I turn this a little bit. I got okay. Just looking for anything to cover up, like postal codes and that. We got the lighting showroom that it was sold at, Zanine Lighting. 3444 3444. I don't know if I said 4 3 times or not. DC Commodore Antique Brass 3-speed Canadian. Yeah. Includes B38 custom oak blades. GD19. And then of course Zanian Lighting, that's for the company itself, but not the I'm not showing the like the location of the dealer itself, of course not. Yeah. I got the other side of the box here. Literally just says the same thing as the other side. And then I think The other side's just blank. A little bit ripped though. The A's a little bit ripped, but that's okay. At least one side you can still see it says Casablanca on it. Probably as mint as you're gonna get for um, a new in-box Casablanca from the 90s in Canada, I would say. Well, Commodore Vanderbilt, anyways. Yeah. I think the other side, yeah, the other side says the same thing. And, yeah, okay. I'll take it out of the box here so we can actually see the real thing. But since the box is so tall and there's a shelf there now, I gotta put it on the floor and take it out that way. Okay. My crappy camera stand here. And I do have the blades right over here. I didn't want to store them in the box, so I stored them elsewhere for the time being. First of all, we got the little piece of cardboard where the canopy and, of course, pull chain fobs and that would have originally been all taped together. And assumingly other parts too, but I'm not sure. Yeah, canopy would have originally went there. You got the extra pull chain for if you wanted to option this fan with a light kit. Though unfortunately this fan does not have a light kit on it. Well, maybe fortunately, because I still get the plug for the the switch cap. Yeah, a little Leviton pull chain. Let me just figure this out. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah. Casablanca Fan Company. And so you got some of the mounting bits here. The cable and such. And then under all the styrofoam, we got the fan itself. Oh yeah, and the canopy. Styrofoam is kind of broken, but it's styrofoam. We can kind of expect that. And the canopy. And it's just plastic at the bottom. Okay, here is the fan. You can see it's got a reverse chain. Yes. Of course, reverse chain instead of a reverse switch, which is pretty abnormal for especially a Casablanca fan. Rotate it a little bit. There we go. Pretty weighty fobs. And the canopy, there we go. As you can see, right here is where the optional light chain would have went. Of course, if you wanted this with the light kit again. And the beautiful ornate Commodore Vanderbilt ornate detailing. just screws into the side of the sideband there. And I think there's 3 sides of ornate. I think it's 3 sides, or what, 3 pieces of ornate. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. The bearings are not as nice as my Four Seasons, unfortunately, but yeah, for some reason I previously thought this fan was new old stock. I don't know why, but yeah, that is not new old stock, dummy. Yeah, so of course, just like the original 1900s Dayton antique fan that this is based on, the blades, of course, you stick them in. It's got, let me get one of the blades. Of course, you would probably guess it yourself, but it's this little slot here, a little screw hole there. You just, now I don't know if it was unscrewed when it was new or not, like these bits, if they were unscrewed when the fan was new, or if they were in there already, but if they were in there when it was new, you just unscrew them, of course, stick the blade in, make sure that it would line up with the little slot, and put the screw back in. Very simple setup. So, very nice compared to the 5 screws that you have to, 5 or more or less screws you have to, well, these are probably disassembled too, so a more simple setup than your typical ceiling fan of today. Well, traditional fan of today, I should say. Yeah, got the bottom plate, that beautiful ornate on it. Yeah, got another beautiful ornate Victorian style switch housing, or switch cap, I mean. Yeah. Well, I guess switch housing in general too. Yeah. Very beautiful. Get the fan chain and the plaque that's on the other side there. I'll flip this over. And I know you probably want to hear the chain sounds, maybe. So here they are. It's reverse. And the fan chain. Very clunky in a good way. Yeah. Yeah, the finish on this fan, unfortunately, isn't in the most pristine condition ever. I don't know if it was because of where it was installed, or I don't know. But yeah, some of the paint's kind of chipping on the hub here, and just some general wear and tear from over the years. It's not the most pristine condition ever, pristine example ever, but it's still here in one piece nonetheless. Still a solid fan. Still, of course, very happy I have it in my collection. Yeah, flip it over so you can see that plaque. Casablanca Fan Company, UL listed, 652T. Serial number, it's kind of hard to see with the light and where the camera's at. GD19239 344 4DC. I should have known that because it's on the box too. Yeah. Of course, judging by the plaque, this is, of course, pre Hunter Blanca, as many people like to call it. I don't even have to explain that. I it's kind of looking right now. Oh no, it's just 4 screw slots. I don't know why I thought this had 5 screw slots, but it's just 4. Right there, and of course one on the bottom. I don't know why this had 5 for a second. It just has 4, of course. Yeah, a very beautiful fan. I gotta say though, of course, now that the Four Seasons is installed in my living room, it's not in the bin here anymore, so I can't do like a disassembled remake of that. But of course, I could still review it while it's installed. But anyways, um, yeah. So I just wanted to mention that randomly. I don't know why. We got the canopy here. Um, of course, I'm calling this a unicorn model, as this Commodore Vanderbilt. Now, another thing to mention is I don't know if this has the Samsung motor or not. Samsung or uh, Emerson or even Astrason. I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm not in the mood for, taking the whole assembly apart, the shaft and that and whatnot, or even the top plate and that, just to see what motor it has. It's it's got a K55 regardless. It should kick ass. Yeah. So, of course, getting back to what I was saying, um, this is what I would consider a, unicorn model as well, 1994. Um, Towards the last years of what the I guess you could say is the last few years of Legacy Casablanca, of course, before it got bottled by Hunter in '96, as we all know. And then that era started, but this is just before that. And this Hang True is a post recall version, of course, more reinforced so that the fan doesn't slip through the little slot there. So it's been reinforced a little better, made tougher. It's also a lot heavier too than the one on the Four Seasons. Yeah. I got the tag on the side here, which for some reason was installed upside down. I don't know why, but I'm just trying to figure out a way to set it. Maybe carefully against the fan. There we go. Sorry if the lighting's kind of crap and I'm shaking the camera's a little shaky. Yeah, and of course I probably already showed it, but here's the inside of it. Still got the mounting bracket and it's still fully assembled. I believe it, yeah, it was like this when I got it. But yeah, little hatch there with the downsized little gap. Yeah. Did it still say Casablanca on the inside? A dumb question. Yes, it does, but the mounting bracket kind of blocks it. So, Yeah. I'm gonna show the top plate now. Another kind of confusing thing is that it's still got all this wire um, included with it. So that's probably why another reason why I probably originally thought it was brand new. I really don't know why either, but yeah, I got the safety cable that every Canadian fan has, and I still don't understand why American fans don't have this. It would save a lot of homes from property damage, but I guess you haven't really figured it out yet. Yeah, so of course the top plate, pretty much the same as the bottom, same ornate detailing. I think, yeah, no, it's slightly different, of course, from the bottom plate. Yeah, I got the Permalock coupler and the bow socket. Just like my Four Seasons, it's on the mounts from the coupler instead of a optional down rod, which is nice. It gives it that it would give it that nice aesthetic stance that I like when you know you have Casablanca fans just on the coupler. It gives it a nice look. And frankly, I gotta say, Hunter fans too, they're like that. They got like the really short down rods and that with them. And it gives it a nice look. I'm a really big fan of that type of mounting. So, yeah, not much else to show. Yeah. Finish again is a little bit worn. I'd say slightly worse than what the bottom plate is like, but once again, I'm more happy that in any condition, really, that I'm glad that I have this in my collection. Of course. And finally, I'll just show one, but we got the oak blades that these had. Of course, it's got the arch end blade instead of what the Broadway Limiteds had. I gotta say, it still looks nice with the arch end blade tips, too. It still looks nice that way. And yep. Blades have a little bit of a tiny scratches on them, but once again, that's kind of to be expected. These black screws, they mount in that way. Yeah. And the beautiful brackets. I was going to say they're Cambridge style, but of course this would have been first. Yeah. And no, this is not hollow, except for the little slot there. So, yeah. No, it's just like that. Just a little detailing like that. And yeah. I would have, of course, installed this fan in my living room instead of the Four Seasons, except there's, of course, one problem that I've mentioned already, and that's this fan does not have a light kit with it. And I know I probably could have figured out something with the Four Seasons light kit on this, but I'd rather have like a finished matching light kit to go with this, antique brass, which this fan, of course, unfortunately didn't have. So, have to find a light kit for this. I'd like to find one for this fan, and maybe some genuine Casablanca shades, or some shades in general. I, of course, got shades around here too I can use on it, so. But, yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I chose the well, I mean, I wanted the Four Seasons in there anyways, of course, from the first day I got it. So, yeah, ultimately went with that. And, of course, of course you need a light in the living room too, as I mean, there's no can lights or any other light, of course, other than the sun. That shines in there, so it needed a light on it too. So yeah, I couldn't just install it without one. So yeah. So I think that's pretty much gonna do it. Not much else to show. Just a very simple kind of video. Well, okay, I guess I guess I don't have to skip over, the story. I might probably going to be brief once again because I'd of course like to leave certain details out, but like I was saying before, just a random July 9th day, 2024. Just a random day, just I was bored, I wanted to look through Marketplace, and I found this thing while looking at what BC had to offer for fans, and I knew I had to have it. It was a must. And my mom played a big part in helping me being able to get this fan. She's able to get into contact with someone that was going there, that so happened to be going there, to the same place where this fan was, around there anyways. And she's able to get them to pick the fan up. So I messaged the seller of the fan, told them what was going on and that they would be coming to pick up the fan. So we got them to take the fan off Marketplace, or make it, just say that it's sold. They marked it to sold, so that no one else would come and snatch it up. Sorry, other collectors. It was mine. It was mine from the start. Yeah. So then, of course, they go and pick it up, and they weren't able to, return the fan back immediately. So I had to wait until September for someone to drop it off, and at the friends of theirs place, and we went and picked it up on the 3rd of September. Went and picked it up. Paid them a little bit more, for going there in the first place. Yeah, I paid him a little bit more, yeah, for going there in the first place. A little bit extra gas money in that. Just as a big thank you for for going there. Yeah, like I've repeated 2 times now, for going there and picking this fan up. So, and that same day, of course, I reviewed this fan. Well, I had 2 attempts to review it. The first attempt was abruptly interrupted by a violent storm outside. And then, of course, we got the second take where I revealed the thing. And yeah, okay. Now that I probably bored you to death with that story, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this video. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video that I do. I still haven't really determined what I'm going to do next for a video, but we'll just find out. So, alright. I know it's just like that. It's just a little bit squared from just the design like that. I thought it was dented a little bit somehow, but it's not. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.